out here, second day in a row, hiking in the woods. I don't get too many opportunities to make videos of any kind, so I'm taking advantage of the time that I've got. This is going to be part 2 of the cold weather clothing. I did an intro to cold weather clothing before. Side note on that, I got a dislike, which is cool. Like, by all means, dislike the heck out of it. But if you're going to dislike it, I request that you let me know why you dislike the video. And hopefully it's constructive, because I'm always trying to get better. You know, it doesn't necessarily hurt my feelings, but if there's a serious problem with the video, whether in my philosophies, my ideas, my methods, or just the overall quality of the video, just let me know so I can get better. That's all I ask. So now that we got that out of the way, still using the Lindy. It's a great pack, highly recommended. Check the video out that I uploaded just recently on my overview of the Lindy Pals Pocket Recon belt, all that fun stuff. To get to the main subject of today, cold weather clothing. Kind of an introduction, part 2. So, I guess the first question that you want to ask yourself is, you know, what are the weather conditions? Currently here, it's between 20 and 25 degrees before wind chill. The sun's out, so it's not too cold yet. There is a few inches of snow on the ground. I could possibly be walking through water. There's ice. But that's pretty much it. Those are the conditions that I am currently in. So I know it's cold. I know there's snow. I know there's ice. What should I wear? Okay, I like layers. It's been preached probably since the 80s to layer up. Just the materials have changed since then. Currently what I'm wearing is some of my Kenetrek boots. Pretty awesome boots, I know. Awesome view of those. They're non-insulated. We got some typically synthetic socks, but a Marino Wool blend isn't a bad idea. I've got my USGI silk weight bottoms, and then a kind of just an athletic top for what I'm wearing as my base layer up here. And then on top of that, I have on the bottom my Timberline pants from Sitka. They're great. They've got waterproof seat and knees, and the knees also have pads in them. You can take them out if you want, but they're really nice to insulate your knees when you're taking a knee in the cold like we have today. The top. So I have my grid fleece USGI top. I have my shemagh, my tactical shemagh. And that's pretty much it for the mid layer. Don't have a mid layer for the bottoms. I just wear the base layer and then the Sitka pants. Then on my outer layer that I'm wearing currently is my favorite garment, probably, as of right now, the Hill People Gear Windcheater. It's not waterproof. The water will bead a little bit on the material and you can brush it off, but if you're in rain, you're going to get wet with just this. And then I have the, which you've seen before, Coyote fur Ruff, which is awesome. I did a little, it wasn't a scientific test, but on the way here, I had this on, and then I took it off as I was walking here, and I could tell a fairly large difference in the temperature and the feel of my face in the cold. Okay, so this thing does work. Gets a microclimate around your face and keeps you warm. So really like the Hill People Gear Windcheater and the Coyote fur Ruff combination. It's unlike any outerwear garment I've ever worn. Now if it's gonna rain, definitely have a rain jacket with you, because this will not substitute a rain jacket. If it gets any colder, say around 0 degrees, I'm gonna need more, especially if I'm not moving. I'm gonna get freezing. So right now I don't need to wear gloves, but I do have some Under Armour, just base layer gloves. And then over the top of that, I'll put my outdoor research mitts. So these things, like I said, I usually have my base layer to wick the moisture away from my fingers. And then I have these mitts since it's really cold. I have fingered gloves too from outdoor research, but they don't keep my hands very warm. These things are amazing. So if you, I wouldn't purchase them for full price because they retail for over like $300. It's pretty crazy. But you can get them used on eBay or a surplus store or something. These are definitely worth it. Outdoor research mitts. They're the Firebrand mitts that they have. And they're amazing. Highly recommended. You have a dummy cord here. You can put around your arm so when you pop them off you don't lose them. And then it cinches down around the arm so the snow doesn't get in there. And then it has some elastic in here to keep it nice and tight around your wrist. Leather palms, waterproof backing, amazing mittens. Plus, it matches my jacket, Coyote brown, all the way. To conclude, you know, it's great to layer. I only have one thumb to, you know, to count here. So it's great to layer. Layer your clothing because the weather's going to change. The amount of physical activity is going to change that you're doing, so you're going to get warmer, so you want to peel those layers off. Bottom line, you don't want to sweat, okay? If you start sweating, then you stop moving, you're going to get really cold. And then you can get hypothermic if you're not prepared. So, dress in layers. If you start to sweat, peel a layer off. If you get really cold, you should have an extra layer to go over top. So a mountain serape, which I didn't mention before, but a mountain serape, or I've got a puffy jacket in there by Wild Things Tactical. If you're dressing in layers, you know, you're wearing the right types of layers, so stuff that is maybe a synthetic base layer, I recommend. You could do the Marino Wool route as well. First Spear makes some really good stuff. There's about 1 million companies, Smart Wool, all sorts of that stuff. I haven't really bought into it. I know it doesn't, you know, when you sweat after days, it's not, the synthetic stuff's going to stink in comparison to the Merino wool blends. But it's worked for me so far, and I'm going to stick to that. So, you know, synthetics, wool, whatever, pick your poison. It's completely up to you. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions at all, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. Most importantly, just have the right gear to go out and enjoy the woods. You know, I hear all the time on the radio, you know, listen to the news, watching the news on Facebook, Instagram. I see all the time there's stories of people going out into these kind of conditions, whether it's Mount Washington or, you know, the mountains in Georgia, North Carolina, out west. You know, people aren't prepared. And it's really sad to see because, you know, if you watch a few of these videos, step one, maybe, you know, you're interested. Step two, watch some videos of some people that maybe know what they're talking about. Do I know what I'm talking about? I guess that's up for debate. And then take some classes, whether it's an REI class or something that Hill People Gear, you know, offers, or, you know, outdoor survival, any of that stuff. You know, even shoot, some of the Boy Scouts. I'm gonna get maybe some flack for saying that, but some of the Boy Scouts, even, you know, I learned a lot of the stuff I know from the Boy Scouts, mainly through like me messing up and surviving through it, and oh, maybe, you know, I should change my socks before I go to sleep, or maybe I should have more of a thicker sleeping pad for in the winter because I'm freezing my butt off all night long. So we learn through our failures, or hopefully we should. So just stay safe in the outdoors, guys. Have fun and just enjoy it, because life is short and there's nothing like enjoying that. The quietness. The natural sounds of the creek, the hawk flying through the air. I'm not going to say maybe screeching. I don't know what that, making hawk sound. Listening to the owls. Checking out all the different tracks from the rabbits and the deer. Seeing where they dig through the snow to get to the grass. And all of these things. That's what it's all about. So just dress in layers. Take some classes. Plan. Be prepared. And go have fun. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. I know. I almost forgot to remind you guys, like the video, comment down below, share the video. Oh, I almost forgot. Check out SRK Survival on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate all of you guys that support the channel. It reassures me that I'm doing, moving this in the right direction. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Walking back, getting the camera. The life of being a YouTuber.